God bless you, fine folks. I'm in the book of Jasher, 66 and 67. Just going over it because God said, do not add to and do not take away. This used to be part of the original Bible, the original Holy Scriptures, and man's the one that took it out. It wasn't God, it was man. So I decided, I prayed on it, and went ahead and I bought this book. It's the complete Apocrypha, the 54 missing books. So here you can see the book of Jasher. So I'm going through it, and so far everything seems to be biblically accurate and it all adds up. So here we have an officer, one of the king's counselors, whose name was Job of Mesopotamia in the land of Uz, answered the king, saying, if it pleases the king, let him hear the counsel of his servant. And the king said to him, speak. And Job spoke before the king and princes, and before all the elders of Egypt, saying, behold, the counselor of the king, which has advised formerly respecting the labor of the sons of Israel, is very good, and you must not ever remove the labor from them. But this is the advice counseled by which you may lessen them, if it seems good to the king to afflict them. Behold, we have feared war for a long time. For we have feared war for a long time, and we said, when Israel becomes fruitful in the land, they will drive us from the land if a war should take place. If it pleases the king, let a royal decree go out, and let it be written in the laws of Egypt, which will not be revoked, that every male child born to the Israelites, his blood will be spilt on the ground. And by doing this, when all the male sons of Israel will have died, the evil of their wars will cease. Let the king do so, and send for all the Hebrew midwives, and order them to execute in this manner. So this thing pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Job. And the king sent for the Hebrew midwives to be called, of which the name of one was Sephirah, and the name of the other Puah. And the midwives came before the king and stood in his presence. And the king said to them, when you do the office of the midwife to the Hebrew women, come on now. Excuse me, folks, I had an update. And the king said to them, when you do the office of the midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them on the stools, if it is a son, then you will kill him. But if it is a daughter, then she shall live. But if you will not do this thing, then I will burn you and all your houses up with fire. Let's jump down a little bit. And the man went, whose name was Amarah, the son of Chiaz, the son of Levi, the son of Israel. And the man went and took a wife named Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, his father's sister, and she was 126 years old. And he came to her, and the woman conceived and bore a daughter. She called her name Miriam. Sound familiar? Because in those days of the Egyptians had embittered the lives of the sons of Israel. And she conceived again and bore a son, and she called his name Aaron. And in the 130th year of Israel going down to Egypt, Pharaoh dreamed that he was sitting on his kingly throne, and he lifted up his eyes and saw an old man standing before him, and there were scales in his hands of the old man, such scales as are used by merchants. And the old man took the scales and hung them before Pharaoh. And the old man took the elders of Egypt and all its nobles and the great men, and he tied them together and put them in one scale. And he took a milk kid and he put it into the other scale, and the kid exceeded over all. Pharaoh was astonished at this dreadful vision, why the kid should exceed over it all. And Pharaoh woke, and behold, it was a dream. And Balaam, the son of Beor, answered the king and said to him, This means nothing but that a great calamity will spring up against Israel in the latter days. For a son will be born to Israel, who will destroy all Egypt and its inhabitants, and bring out the Israelites from Egypt with a mighty hand. Now therefore, O king, take counsel on this matter, that you may destroy the hope of the sons of Israel and their expectations before this calamity rises in Egypt. And the king ordered a proclamation to be issued and a law to be made throughout the land of Egypt, saying, Every male child born to the Hebrews from this day forward will be thrown in the water. And Pharaoh called to all his servants, saying, Go now and seek throughout the land of Goshen, where the sons of Israel are, and see that every son born of the Hebrews will be cast into the river, but you will let every daughter live. And when the sons of Israel heard this thing, which Pharaoh had commanded, to cast their male children into the river, some of the people separated from their wives, and some adhered to them. And from that day forward, when the time came, a delivery arrived for those women of Israel who had remained with their husbands. They went to the field and delivered, and brought out in the field, and left their children in the field, and returned home. Now listen to this. This word's really beautiful. And the Lord, who had sworn to their ancestors to multiply them, he's talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob here. He will bless their seed. And the Lord, who had sworn to their ancestors to multiply them, sent one of his ministering messengers, which are in heaven, to wash each child in water, to anoint and swathe it, and to put 2 smooth stones in its hands, from one of which it sucked milk, and from the other honey. Now what is Israel? Israel is a land of milk and honey. And listen to this. And it causes hair to grow on its knees, by which it might cover itself to comfort it, and to cleave to it, through he compassioned for it. Why did they take this out? It makes no sense to me. And there's many more. I'm going to be doing quite a few studies on this. This is awesome. All right, folks. God bless.